Hi dear students, I am Srinivas sir from Sri Sai Sadbhavana School. So, in the social studies, we are moving to the third chapter, Early Man. Early Man. So, we have discussed about the first lessons, two lessons, what is the solar system, everything, and we have studied about the Earth, planet Earth, and next we are discussing about the man who is living on the Earth, who is living on the earth. First we have discussed about the solar system, sun, everything in the first chapter. Okay. In the second chapter, we study about the our home, that is the earth. Next we'll come to ourselves, that is the man, how the man has formed. In the first lesson, how the universe has formed from the Big Bang theory and everything. And then in the second lesson, about the earth, what are the things or what are the factors that helps the man to live on the earth, and not only for the man, the plant and everything to live on the earth. We have discussed. Now we will discuss how the evolution of the man takes place, how the evolution of the man takes place, how we lived in the prehistoric period, that means in the early man. Now we are living very civilized life. That means we are wearing full clothes and we are eating, we are taking shelter and we are safe everywhere. If you have any disease, you will take the medicine, everything. But if before that, it is not like that. Before that, it is not like that. So, what are the problems he has faced and how he has improved himself? How he has improved himself and how he find out one by the other things. The things what we have find out here, they are not find out in a year or in 100 years. It takes so many thousands of years to find out one thing. So how he find out all the things? Let us study in this chapter. He find out so many new things. These are all the new creatures what we are seeing here. Okay, nothing is there on the earth. What we are seeing now is everything is created by the man, by his intelligence and everything. So, how he is created all those things, we will study in this lesson. Okay, I will move to the lesson, page number 14. Look at the textbook. Okay, early man. It is believed that the evolution of man started around 1,000 million years ago. This period is known as prehistoric period. Many changes have occurred in man's life from the time of his evolution till he reached the modern age. Modern age. Prehistoric man. The prehistoric man, also called early man, behaved more or less like animals. He led a nomadic life and wandered from place to place in search of food and shelter. He lived in tree holes, on tree branches, in caves, and deep inside the forest and animals. I'll explain this. It is believed that the evolution of man started around 1500 millions years ago. Not 1500 years, 1500 millions years ago. Okay, that means so much of long time it takes for the evolution of the man. For the evolution of the man. Evolution means for the upgrading. For the upgrading. Evolution means for the upgrading of man. That means from an animal stage to now civilized man. Okay. In the first he is here they are given that he is when he pre-started he is like an animal. He is like an animal. That means evolution means changes. Evolution means changes takes 1500 millions years ago. Okay, this period is known as prehistoric period. Prehistoric period. Evolution means point, starting point and changes that things. Okay, many changes have occurred in man's life from the time of this evolution till he reached the modern age. Evolution is starting age, starting. That means man has started his life like a man. Okay, that animal, man animal, he started his life. That means evolution takes place before 1500 million years ago. Okay, the evolution of man, that means taking birth of man. Okay, he started before 1500 million years ago. This period is known as prehistoric period. What we call this as prehistoric period. That means in this period, what happens? Just we are assuming that's all. By getting some evidences, we are assuming, life is like this. He is like this, he is like this. That is called as prehistoric period. Nobody has written anything. From the things what we are getting while digging somewhere or anywhere, some places, we are getting some valuable old prehistoric period things. Okay, by that things we are assuming, yes, this their life is like this. Their life is like this. This period is called as prehistoric period. That means we don't know anything, or anywhere they have not written anything about their life. So we are just assuming that that period is called as prehistoric period. Prehistoric period. Now we'll study about the prehistoric man. That means many changes have occurred in man's life from the time of his evolution till he reached the modern age. That means from his birth to the now what the civilized person is there. Okay, up to that so many changes have taken place. Next, prehistoric man. The prehistoric man, also called early man, behaved more or less like animals. That means he is also one of the animal in the society. One of the animal only. He don't have any sense or anything. Just he is also is thinking, I am one of the animals in this society. Okay, he led a nomadic life. Nomadic means they don't wear anything. They don't wear anything. Okay, and wandered from place to place in search of food and shelter. That means they are nomads. We call them as nomads. They are wandering from place to place. They don't stay anywhere in search of food. They were moving every day. Like in the forest, what the animals do, they will move from place to place in search of food. In the same way, man also moving from place to place in search of food and shelter. He lived in tree holes. See here, he lived. If the tree has a big hole, he stay inside. On the tree branches, like monkeys, other animals, like he's also lived on the tree branches. In caves, some rocks. Caves means a big hole formed by the rocks. Covered by the rocks is called as caves. Okay, and deep inside the forest, like surrounded by the animals. Surrounded by the animals means in between the animals, he lived in the deep forest also. So you understand how the prehistoric man life was. That means his life is same as the animals, what we are seeing now in the forest. Okay, same as the animals. Next, how they see here they are given the evolution of the man, how the evolution taking place. That means from like this to like this. Okay. In the beginning he is very short. After that he become long, height. After that he become very height like that person. Okay. Everything structure, everything has changed. Okay. Before he is walking by the 4 legs. After that he balanced by the 2 legs. Okay, like that, everything has changes taking place. The early man, I will read, the early man collected fruits, berries, nuts, vegetables, and honey for food. He also hunted animals for flesh. He used stones which were sharpened for hunting and digging the ground for roots. The prehistoric man did not wear clothes to cover the body. There was a gradual development in man's life and his lifestyle changed to modern one. He learned to make better tools which made hunting easier. Initially, the early man used stones to make tools and weapons. This period is called the Stone Age. It is further classified as Old Stone Age, Middle Stone Age, and New Stone Age. The life of the early man varied at different stages of the Stone Age. The early man started living in groups for protection, food gathering, and social interaction. The early man, what is the food? What is the food he is eating? He is eating fruits, berries, nuts, vegetables, and honey from the trees. He is collecting and he is eating like the animals. So what he is eating? Fruit, berries, nuts, vegetables, honey, everything he is eating. He is also hunted animals for flesh. He is eating the raw flesh only. He is not cooking it. Just he is eating the rough flesh, like the what the animals are eating. Okay. He used stones which were sharpened for hunting and digging the ground for roots. He is using the stone as the weapon. What we are seeing the stone as a weapon. He is using the sharp stones for digging the ground further to get the roots, and to kill the animals. He is using the sharp stones. The prehistoric man did not wear clothes to cover the body. That means he don't have the sense of clothes or anything. He did not wear anything. There was a gradual development in man's life and his lifestyle changed to modern one. Gradually, for 100 years or 200 years, like that, the man's life has takes changes. He learned to make better tools which made hunting easier. That means he made different tools by his thinking, by his mind sharpening. He is making some different tools to hunting purpose, and made hunting easier So here he is developed to use the sharpened tools. Okay. Initially, the early man used stone to make tools and weapons. Tools for digging and everything, weapons to protect himself or to kill the animals. Okay, this period is called Stone Age period. What we call it as Stone Age, because the stone is the only weapon or the thing used by the man. The stone is the only thing that is used by the man. So we call it as Stone Age. That age is called as Stone Age. Here, this period is also once again divided into three stages, classified as Old Stone Age, Middle Stone Age, and New Stone Age. Old Stone Age, Middle Stone Age, and New Stone Age. Okay, the life of the early man varied at different stages of the Stone Ages. Okay, the early man started living in groups for protection, food gathering, and social interaction. That means he is also living in the group to protect himself from the animals for the hunting purpose. That means food gathering to store the food, and social interaction. That means between them. Okay, social interaction means between talking and everything for the farm support. For the support of the life, they live in the groups. So the Stone Age is divided into three categories, that is Old Stone Age. Next one, Middle Stone Age. Last one, New Stone Age. Okay, so these are the three periods. We have divided the Stone Age into three periods, that is Old Stone Age, Middle Stone Age, and New Stone Age. Okay, first we will study about the Old Stone Age. Old Stone Age, I will read this Old Stone Age. The early man used crude tools without polishing them. Hammer and axes were some of the weapons used by him to cut trees and kill animals. He lived in groups for protection against wild animals and enemies. He used leaves, bark of trees, and animal skin as clothes. During this period, the early man discovered fire. Whenever there was bad weather accompanied by lightning and thunder, the bushes and trees in the forest used to catch fire. This wildfire frightened the animals and the early man. Then he probably found that sparks of fire are produced when two stones are rubbed against each other. He burnt leaves with the sparks of fire. He then used this fire for cooking meat and to protect himself from wild animals. This discovery of fire led to the development of human civilization. See, for finding the fire, he has taken so many years. Okay, for finding the fire, he has taken so many years. The uses of fire to find out, he has taken so many years. So in the Old Stone Age, he find out the fire. Now I will explain. The early man used crude tools without polishing them. That means how they will available, like that only he is using. Okay, if the some stone is available, he is using for hunting or digging purpose. So that is in the old stone age. That means he is not polishing anything. He is not rubbing or sharpening anything. Okay. Hammer and axe head were some of the weapons used by him to cut trees and kill animals. To move from one place to another place. If anything is there, to cut them, he used these axe heads. Axe heads are like this sharpened thing. Okay, these sharp tools. They are called as axe heads. Okay, see here they have given the axe head like this or like this. These are the axe heads. Okay, and hammer type materials. He lived in groups for protection against wild animals and enemies. There also enemies are there. Okay, one man cannot like the other man. There also enmity is there. Okay, to protect the from in the group, so they form the group. So they form the group to protect against the from the other group, from the other enemies, as well as from the animals, as well as from the animals. Animals are so very dangerous very dangerous enemies for this early man. Okay, because nowadays we have gun everything, but at the time there is no gun, nothing. Okay, he had to run or climb or anything, or otherwise they are easily catch the man and they will eat the man. Okay, so from the animals also he has to protect himself. Okay, he used leaves, bark of trees, and animal skin as clothes. See, what are the clothes of the early man? Leaves, bark of trees. That bark of trees means outer portion of the trees. Outer portion of the trees which is flexible. Which is flexible. So they use it as the clothes, and the animal skin, the dead animals skin will not destroy easily, so they will wear that as the clothes, wear them as the clothes. So these are the clothes of the early old Stone Age man, that is leaves, bark of trees, and animal skin as clothes. During this period, the early man discovered fire. He discovered the fire. Whenever there was bad weather accompanied by lightning and thunder, the bushes and trees in the forest used to catch fire. That means in the bad weather, that means at the time of rainy season. Here also we will see lightning and thunder will happen. Some trees will catch fire. Some trees will catch fire. In the same way, in the old Stone Age, there also in the forest, the trees will catch fire. Okay, the trees will catch fire. So at the time he is afraid of that. When he touches, what is this? He will feel that very hot. So he thinks that this is dangerous thing. And all the other animals also, afraid of that fire. So he thinks that by this I will keep safeguard from the animals. I will safeguard from the animals, and also he used that fire to cook the meat. So he used this fire. So here they have given the bushes and trees in the forest used to catch fire. This wildfire frightened the animals and the early man also. He is also afraid of that fire first. Okay, he can't touch it. Okay, then he probably found that sparks of fire are produced when two stones are rubbed against each other. And also he find out one new thing, that when two stones are rubbed each other. Now also I will try. If two stones are rubbed, but don't try hardly, the sparks will hit your eyes. So don't try this. Okay, don't try this, please. Okay, by rubbing the two stones, you will get the fire. So he find out that, and in the dry leaves, he rubbed the two stones and the fire, that leaves will catch the fire, and from that he uses the fire. He burnt leaves with the sparks of fire. He then used this fire for cooking meat and to protect himself from wild animals. In the night, he makes the fire, and in the fire camp, he take the rest. That means he take the protection from the animals. This discovery of fire led him to the development of human civilization. That means that fire will give him to think, oh, we have to find out some more things. That means so many things are here, so we have to find out one by one, like that he thinks, and by that fire, the human civilization starts. The first thing what he find out is fire. The first thing is find out is fire. Next, Middle Stone Age. The life of early man in the Middle Stone Age was almost similar to one in the Old Stone Age, except that his stone tools were polished now. He made sharp tools using animal bone and horns and used them as weapons for hunting. In the Middle Stone Age, everything same as the Old Stone Age, but here he used them the sharpened tools. That means he polished them and used the bones of the other animals for hunting animals. Because bones of some animals are very strong and horns of the animals, they are very sharp like this. They are very sharp like this. Animals horns. Okay, he use these horns also for the purpose of hunting. The teeth of elephants. Okay, like that he used all the other animals' weapons as his weapons. Okay, here he made sharp tools using animal bones and horns and used them as weapons for hunting. Next, come to this New Stone Age. During this age, man become more civilized and settled. In this New Stone Age, I will read New Stone Age. During this age, man become more civilized and settled. He built mud houses, grew crops, domesticated animals like cows, oxen, and horses. He began to use sickle to reap crops, axes with wooden handles, and chiseled stone knives to cut wood and meat. In this period, he invented the wheel, which was an important event in the history of human civilization. He used the wheels for pottery in the beginning. Then he attached the wheels to a cart. This helped him to move from one place to another easily and carry goods using carts. Next come to the New Stone Age. In the Old Stone Age, he lives like a animal using the crude, that means the stones. In the Middle Stone Age, same as in the Old Stone Age, but he used the weapons of other animals and the bones, and he sharpened the tools. He sharpened the tools and the polished the tools. In the Middle Stone Age, he polished the tools. But in the New Stone Age, his life has changed. His life has changed. During this change, man become more civilized and settled. This is very, very important. He become more civilized and settled in one place. He give full stop for wandering work. That means he is wandered like an animal. He is settled in some place for doing agriculture, everything. He built mud houses. That means he built the mud houses. Using this mud, he built his own house. Before that, he is living in caves, the branches of the trees and holes of the trees in the forest everywhere. But here he built his own house by using the mud. Grow crops, that means agriculture. He started agriculture and domesticated animals, and he caught some animals, he domesticated them. That means he started rearing animals, that is cows, oxen and horses. He come to know what are the uses of cows, oxen and horses. From the cows he get the milk. From the cows he get the milk. Oxen are helpful for the agriculture purpose and horses to travel from one place to another place. Okay, what he done? He catches that animal and he give the guidance. Okay, that means he domesticated the animals. He domesticated the animals. Okay, he began to use sickle and to reap crops, axes with wooden handles, and chisel stone knives to cut wood and meat. That means he used very sharp items. Sharp items, that means to cut the crops, everything. Okay, used the sharp items, that is wood and meat, everything. He's used the very sharp items. in this period he invented the another one best fantastic one, that is wheel. Very very important thing in his life, that is the wheel. He invented that one. Okay, invented the is the very very important event in the history of human civilization. He used the wheel for pottery in the beginning. Pottery, pottery means to making the pots. To making the pot, he used this wheel. First he used this for pottery. Pottery means making of vessels, making of mud vessels, making of mud vessels in the beginning. Then he attached the wheels to a cart. Then after that, he attached wheels to a cart for transporting the goods from one place to another place. This helped him to move from one place to another easily and carry goods using carts. Not only for the transportation of goods, he also traveled from one place to another place by using this cart. By using this cart with the horse or with the oxen. Okay, by taking the oxen, he will move from one place to another place. Okay, the carts help early man to move from too far off places and from trade settlements. Next, he grows something to start. He started trading because of this wheel. He made the carts. In the cart, he will carry the what he grows or what he need from the other places. He bought them with the help of this cart. That means trading. Here, the trading will started. Okay, that is trade settlements. He used the wheels for spinning and weaving also and learned to make woolen and cotton cloths. He used these wheels for spinning. That means the charaka, spinning and weaving also and learned to make the clothes at the time. Okay, invention of fire and wheel were responsible for the modernization of human life. They helped man to start leading a settled life. That means these are the very, very important things. That is fire and the wheel. Okay, fire and the wheel are the very, very important inventions of this prehistoric man. Prehistoric man to improve the civilization. His civilization. Okay, once again I will explain this new stone age. During this age, man become more civilized and settled. That means he is settled in some place. He built his own houses, grow crops, and domesticated the animals like cows, oxen, and horses. He began to use sickle to reap crops. Reap crops, that means to cut the crops, axes with wooden handles and chisel stone knives to cut wooden meat. Knives also he made knives. Okay, he used to make the knives. In this period, he invented the wheel. Invented the wheel, which was the important event in the history of human civilization. Nowadays also, wheel plays an important role in our daily life. From the watch, it includes so many wheels. Vehicle includes so many wheels. Everything includes the wheels. That means wheels are very, very important to travel from one place to another place. This is very, very important. After the invention of the wheel, the place to traveling the time is very, very less. Traveling time is very, very less. Otherwise, we have to walk or we have to ride by an animal. But by these wheels, we will move faster. We will move in the speed of more than 60 kilometers per hour or 100, 120 kilometers per hour on the road. In the air also we will move more than 100 kilometers, nearly 400, 500 kilometers speed. Like that, we will travel by these stones only, by this wheel only. Sir, we are flying in the air, but that is possible by these wheels only. In aeroplane, even so many wheels are there. They will do that work. That means wheel is very, very playing an important role in the man's life. Okay. And then he used the wheels for pottery in the beginning. In the first, he used these wheels for the pottery. That means to make the mud vessels. Okay, mud vessels. Next, this helped. Next, he attached the wheels to the cart. He used this to the cart and he used them to for traveling and as well as for transporting the goods from one place to another place. He used these carts. or the wheels. Okay. Next, the carts helped early man to move to far off places and foreign trade settlements. That means by this cart, he will move for another around 20 kilometers or 30 kilometers per day and make some business and return easily. Okay, he used the wheels for spinning and weaving also and learned to make woolen and cotton cloths. So he used this spinning as well as the weaving cloths, these wheels. Okay, by this he learned how to live. That means that man have become civilized man. After finding the wheel and fire, he become civilized man. So invention of fire and wheel were responsible for the modernization of human life. They helped man to start leading a settled life. That means to settle in some one place, these fire and wheel are very helpful items. That means very helpful things for him. Okay, I hope you understand this early man chapter. Now I will read Do You Know and let us recall. Scientists believe that humans, gorillas, and chimpanzees share a common ancestor of Africa. That means these human, gorilla, and chimpanzees are the same ancestor of Africa. That means the evolution, that means the growing of these three are starts in Africa. Okay, these three are starts in Africa. Both humans, gorillas, and chimpanzees belong to the same family. Same family. That scientists believe that. Okay. Early man started to move on two legs more than 4 million years ago, and this type of movement is known as bipedalism. That means before that, a man also moving like the chimpanzee or other animals by the four legs. But billion years ago, 4 million years ago, he started balancing his body on his two legs. So that is called as bipedalism. Bi means two. Pedal means legs. Okay. Bi means two. Pedal means legs. So this is called bipedalism. The Origin of Species is a book by Charles Darwin, and it discusses the origin of man. That means the origin of species is written by Charles Darwin. You will read about him in the coming classes, that means in 7th and 8th, 9th, 10th. Okay, about this origin of species also we have one chapter. Okay, you will learn more in that. He is written by the Charles Darwin. Okay, it is discussed about the origin of man. That is, origin means how he takes place birth and how he improved himself. Like that, everything he has written in this book. Now let us recall about the chapter. In the early stages, man was very rough and uncivilized. He lived in caves and on trees tops. That means in the early stone age, he is very rough and uncivilized. He is also very rough. Now the people are very nice. Okay, that means they will think before what they want to do anything. Okay, at that time there is no thinking, nothing. Just they will do. Okay, that is uncivilization. We call them as uncivilized man. But now we are civilized man. What we are now? Civilized. He lived in caves and on treetops. That means he lived in the caves that is formed by the rocks and on the tree tops. Next, early man led a nomadic life and wandered from place to place. Nomads means wow, the people who are wandering from place to place are called as nomads. Okay, that they are wandering from place to place in search of food and shelter. He gathered fruits, honey, nuts, and hunted animals for flesh. What is his food? His food is fruits, honey, nuts, and the animal flesh. That is raw flesh. Okay, he used sharpened stones as his tools for hunting. He used the stones for the animal hunting. The stone age is classified into three stones: Old Stone Age, Middle Stone Age, and New Stone Age. Early man discovered fire and learned to cook meat. He also invented the wheel, which he used to make pottery and in carts. First he invented the fire, after that he invented the wheel, which is used first for the pottery purpose, next he used that for the cart, that is used in cart. The discovery of fire and wheel were the most important inventions which led to the beginning of modern and civilized life. Okay, the discovery of the fire and as well as wheel were the most important inventions which led to the beginning of modern and civilized life. That means by finding the fire and that wheel, okay, his life has take changes. Man's life take changes. So now what we are living civilized life starts from this age. That means from the prehistoric age, we are improving ourselves. We are improving. After that, we find out the metals. You find out the metal, uses of metals, okay, everything, growing the crops, acquiring the fields, and destroying the forest, and making the fields, making the constructing the new variety houses, uses of cement, okay, all those comes in so many years. It takes so many years, okay, not in a single year, not in 100 or 200 or 1000 years. It takes so many millions of years. We will study that in the next in your future classes. I hope you understand these things. Okay. Thank you.